Well, hello. Sorry about being late. I am. Uh, we just got back from McDonald's. Healthy food. So yeah, we were at McDonald's, and I have. I'm committed to this YouTube game. I kind of got burnt out on it, and I'm going to do it differently this time, so I can stay a while. Stay a while this time. They say if you're new here, I'm going to be here a lot more. And please subscribe so you know when I'm going to be around. We do all kinds of fun stuff with my wife and I, and we do. We're on TikTok at the Corn Life, and and she bakes pies. My wife is an amazing baker. There she goes. And yeah. Oh, thank you.
Huh? Hello. Say hi. Yeah. Hi.
Just everyone. Thank you. Everyone. The um, pie baking is going on tonight, and
Turn up.
I'm just kind of playing with the studios I'm in here as well. This I signed up to be part of this a StreamYard, so I now have a all kinds of options for me. Ghostbusters.
There ain't
Ghostbusters.
no ghost. Something strange. Don't look good. You get a call. Ghostbusters.
Yeah, and we are. We're just. I'm just waiting around to see people come in, but I should definitely be. Um, I'm trying to find something now. New software gets me every time, and I've been using this as the free version, but I got the. Oh, I like this, sir. There's all kinds of stuff that I didn't have before. But anyway, tonight is pie baking night. We are making pies, and I have a friend who'd like to come on camera. She look at herself, and she's kind of scared at the moment because she's seeing a dog in the screen and me, and she doesn't know why it's happening. But yeah, she's a dreamer. She is my favorite cat
Dog.
dog. Sorry,
We have cats going on.
but yeah, it's really great to be here. Um, we were, I think I might have been a little late and people have taken off, but I hopefully it sent out a notification. Um, or I'll just sit here and talk with my wife and play around with my new toy. As we go through here, StreamYard is amazing. There's so much more that I can do now. There's like I can brand myself. I don't have the duck on the screen anymore, and yeah, quite affordable as well. If you're going to be doing as much streaming as I am, commitment, commitment. But yeah, I'm hoping that someone will show up. It's Friday night, and I wanted to have the Grom on tonight. If the Grom was to be on, I could send him a link and I could interview the Grom, and that's something we're going to do. Uh, Grom, Martin, you are going to be my first guest on the show. This is like it's on the Corn Life Network. I want to interview you and see what kind of get. I might even do Casey. I'm going to talk about. I want to do Ben and Jordan again together after they get married and do all that stuff, but that's later on down the road. I got to get Hob. The Hob life. He's an amazing dude. Hey, there's 2 people in here. Woohoo! There were 2 people in here. We ain't afraid of no ghosts. There are 2 people in this chat, and there is nobody chatting.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid. We don't bite. But if you're new here, we have all kinds of fun. This is a limited setup of what we do. We're in our kitchen because my wife's baking. But sometimes we do things together. Sometimes we don't. You might like my wife more than you like me. But she's entertaining. She's very entertaining. But if you'd like to, please subscribe. I'm really trying to push to the 1,000 mark so I can become monetizing at the hours I need doing this. So that's a commitment. I will commit to you to being here. I gotta get a regular time set. This is kind of done because of the pie baking going on.
Coffee talk with Rick.
I'm gonna do coffee talk with Rick. Oh, no, you don't need to set up a lap tear. You don't need to set up. You can use your phone, bro. I'm gonna. Oh crap. Oh, nothing. We want to interview you, and so I need to have a. If you could send a. Oh gosh, I need to send you a message. I don't have a messenger for you. I'm trying to find a place so I can set it. Let's do it another time so we can figure this all out. I want to talk to you as we go off the air. But God, I'm so glad you're here, dude. You are like, there's 2 of us here. Or there's 2 people here, and the Grom is here, and that's all that matters. I mean, I just need to be somewhere so I can talk. Okay, I gotcha. I got you. She's sleeping, huh? Yeah, don't wake her up. Woohoo! But I gotta send you a link. Well, I know where I can do it.
Can you send it on Facebook?
Hold on a second. I am. I'm sorry if I'm away from the screen. I'm not getting things. I just need to find a place to send it to you. Okay, I know where I can do this now. I'm trying to find you on Messenger, dude, so I can send you a link. I am not finding you. But you're not on. I'll go back to StreamYard and I can talk to you. Copy the clipboard. Hey, Andrew from Star Farm, right on. 2:42. I looked that up. I was late too. I'm sorry about that. We're woohoo, aka the Grom. I gotta I gotta I gotta send you a message. I'm gonna have to somehow get this from my clipboard to my phone. Um, I am working on this right as we speak. Just got a little slightly more complicated, but that's no big deal. I'm not used to complications. I've got to do this manually now, which is okay. I'm okay with that. StreamYard.com. I am so sorry to anybody who's watching and bored. Mutter among yourselves, because um, I am manually typing this into my phone, and I'm not very good at that. Almost there. Now, Grom, click on that link. And you'll I can't put it in the chat because we could have. I'm doing good, Andrew. We're just figuring stuff out for tonight's guest. As soon as he gets on, huh? Impromptu guest, but that's how this works around here. He's doing an interview at 2:42, and well, it's probably about the same time you're in Ireland. So I've got, oh my gosh, I've got an international crowd. I hope this works. This is just such a cool deal. I'm all ready for you when this works out and you can get to it. This is the stuff I usually do before I interview people. But hey, I'm just we're just on a good. We're gonna be up late tonight. We're baking pies, and so I'm just I can't keep the Grom too late, or even you. What time do you usually go to sleep over in Ireland, Andrew? There's a lurker. A lurker. Not found. I probably typed it wrong. Let me find Messenger on here. I'll be with you in just a moment. We're gonna get this set. Believe it or not, I don't have Messenger. I have to have Messenger on here. I can't believe I don't have Messenger on here. I'd love to be able to text you, but
You're okay.
Messages. DJ Cryptic. I know where I can find you. We're boring tonight. It's already 2 a.m. there, yeah. Having issues. I'm trying to invite you, but I have to send a link, and I can't find where I want to send the link to. Link not found. That is not cool. How is the broadcast quality going on here? I'm just going to ask that question. Band guest see viewer comments. Yep. Yeah. Let's definitely sort it out for another time. That's not 2:42 in the morning for you. But we'll talk. I'm gonna get your telephone number so I can text you. I don't know how that's gonna work international text, but we'll see. It should work. Wow, this is so. I just updated this today, and we're gonna Grom will get you on the show. Wow, that's weird. The quality's good. Awesome. I'm really happy with that. They've done some StreamYard did a really good job at bumping up the definition on 720p. So I'm really happy with it. Well, sort of. We'll sort it. Yeah, we will. I have a sleep study tomorrow night, so I will not be here. But I'm usually going to be doing my morning show, and that is the morning show that I don't know if you're going to be. You'll probably be at work, Grom, but yeah, this is fun. Yeah, send me an email account. That's a good idea, but we'll do that later. Perfect. Perfecto. There, I'm back. My gosh, I'm just like, I should have checked this out. We were in a hurry. I was going to put this off till 9, but I knew you guys from the other side of the pond would not be awake. And I wanted, just, it's all right. My wife's telling me it's okay, so it must be okay. Well, I'm trying to figure out how to get this. Now, how do I get this off the screen? Yeah, but it's such a good deal to have you here. we'll sort it out, and we'll do a nice broadcast where we can talk about how you found out about all the stuff that I do, the Ben Gravy and stuff like that. Where how long you? I mean, I've known you've been around for at least a year. I know that. But yeah, you have the dream. You've been in the sea more often than I have in the last. Um, gosh, I haven't been in the ocean in a long time.
I'll take her.
You okay? Yeah.
Is it just this that needs plugged in? I got it.
Okay. How do I get rid of this thing? See, I'll show you all the different various screens that you can use now. There's all kinds of screens, but you have to have more than one visitor, so I have to look at that. But we're gonna gonna be branding this to the Corn Life Network, the whole deal. Thank you very much, babe. But yeah. Well, it's fun. You guys should become acquainted. Andrew was in here last night. I don't know if you guys haven't. I know the Grom subscribed, but Andrew, if you haven't subscribed. I hope you have. We like having you. You're a good guy. He used to be in radio and TV, Grom. But yeah, we've got 4 people in the chat. Go ahead and speak up, and we will become acquainted. I can't figure out how to get this off my screen.
Alexa, turn it down.
There we go. I now have a subscribe please banner. But we're going to get ready to do some pie making, or my wife is. And it's going to be fun. It's epic. She makes epic pies. We make everything from scratch. We have pie dough she made last night. And I'm trying to figure out how to get this off the screen. This silly banner. But as you can tell, I have no clue what I'm doing. Yeah, this is this is so much fun, and I'm just like, at the end of the day, I'm tired and stuff, and I just talking does it. Would you like to say hi, Brooke?
No.
There she is. There we go. That's my beautiful wife.
This is very different than the other table.
Yes. Probably 3 feet different.
Yeah.
2 feet different.
Like,
Yeah. Don't hurt your back. Oh gosh, how do I? Oh, cool. All right. Thanks, Andrew. You like what I do? Thank you. That makes me happy. That makes me happy. Someone's liking me, and I will always remember you, Andrew, for saying that. Thank you, and you're always welcome here. Yep. I'm just a normal kind of guy who does normal kinds of things. I used to. It just seems like it used to come easier to me. Thank you, Andrew. I really appreciate that. I wish I'm gonna go. There we go. I figured out how to take it off. Woo! We winner! Yeah. Gosh, I wish you guys lived closer. We could hang out in person. But it's awful nice to talk to you here. We are. I'm so grateful for you guys coming out. Everyone, all three of us in this chat. Oh, she wants my attention. I'm paying too much attention to the computer. This is Poopsie, or otherwise known as Beyonce. It's just I gotta adjust the white balance on this. This is crazy. I'll put her on the chair.
She'll stay. You'll just have to watch her.
Yeah. You.
They don't.
Oh, this is to subscribe. Thank you. That's our how old? 5-year-old. 5 years old is coming out pretty soon. November. When is Amy's birthday?
November.
November, and we celebrate her. We celebrate her birthday. She is our child at this moment, along with our 2 cats, and she's amazing. So you did like the heavy advertising for you. Well, that's the point. The Grom does a vlog every day. He doesn't miss a day. Seen him sick doing it. I've seen him doing stuff like this, and we met through chat on the in one of actually messages left on or comments left on Ben Gravy's videos. And if you don't know who Ben Gravy is, I'm gonna save this, dude. This is the first time I've ever seen myself on a live camera and with that coffee cup. That's awesome. I'm gonna upload this. This is awesome. Oh, yeah, there you are, bro. Awesome. We're gonna get this done, and I can't wait to have the Grom on the show live at a time that I'll do any day you need, any time you need, and we'll do it. That's kind of what I'll put out there for you. Heavy advertising for me. I tend to like my friends. I'll pull you live and we'll in a different chat. This is kind of late. The West Coast is just starting to come on though, but I'm just a talking head at the moment. I have a table finally in the kitchen, which is where I prefer to go live from. I kind of stopped when the table left, and yeah. I just sent you a link over there. Yep. And Sammy J. Yep. Yep. And then there's Hob Life. Robert the Third, I think, is what his name is. But yeah, I just sent you a link in your mail. Grom. We may get you on here sooner or later. As soon as you pop up, I don't know if you're trying or not, but yeah. Hey, what we want? You could be a regular guest, man. I don't care. Love them guys. Yeah, they're great and positive. I love Sammy and I love Chuck. I did that long interview with them. That was great. And I did Ben, and then I done Ben and Jordan. All good people. I think Ben's getting married tomorrow, so give him good thoughts or today for you guys. But do you think he's getting married? I haven't watched his videos in a while. I have been busy, but I love him. He's good. I one of the nicest guys to go over 100,000 ever. I'm trying to decide whether I should shave this or get this. Nah, I think I'm gonna grow it out even longer. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think I should shave this off or? Both. I just put it around my face. So.
You just put on your face.
No. I didn't put it on my face. I just touched it. But yeah. Oh man, what a great. Best of luck, Ben. Yeah, I am married to the best wife I could ever possibly imagine. We get along great. We just enjoy each other. And oh, here we are. Hey, what's up? Oh, this works pretty good, huh?
Yeah, man, this is all good, bro. How are you?
I'm good. You're downstairs, I can tell.
Yeah, man.
How late are you usually up each night?
Hi, Grom.
So this is crazy because I can still hear myself in the background. Let me figure this one out.
Okay, you turn off your microphone on your computer.
Oh, have I lost you? No, I think we're good.
Okay, good.
Hi.
How's it going, Brooke? You good?
Good.
Nice.
Good to have you on the show.
Yeah, it's crazy times, and as I say, Andrea's fast asleep because it's like 3:07 here in the UK.
Have you done your editing today?
Yeah, we're all good. We're all ready for the day ahead. And yeah, this is just crazy. This is my first live on YouTube, man.
Wow.
So this is like a premiere, or so this is an exclusive.
It's an exclusive 30-year-old Grom. I'll tag you and I'll change the title to interview with a 30-year-old Grom.
Yeah, too right. This is kind of crazy because I'm used to talking to the camera all day long, but doing it live on the oh, this is crazy, man.
It is. I'm still getting used to it. I do it every once in a while, but when I was doing the morning show every morning, I was just like fly on. I'm thinking what would be a good time in the morning to do a live show?
What, from your guys' side of the world or from here?
What's 9 o'clock in the morning look like for you? That's 6 hours difference, right?
Yeah, so that's going to be like afternoon time. I want to say that's going to be like 3 o'clock or something over here.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to say, yeah, I'm no good with time differences, man.
I actually looked it up today, so I would know what Greenwich Mean Time is.
Yeah. Okay. See, I
was asking Alexa before.
It's not technically Hawaiian Shirt Friday no more, but we're still rocking a Hawaiian shirt.
Oh yes, rocking the Hawaiian shirt.
I'm like dressed for the occasion and everything.
So how did you come about finding Ben Gravy? I think that's who you found first, right?
Yeah. So man, that must have been like 2016.
Yeah.
2017, something like that.
Yeah.
And so without going off on a really crazy tangent, I've always had this infinity to want to surf,
Yeah,
and I live too far away from the sea.
me too.
And I was always told, you can't be a surfer unless you lived close to the sea. You grow up doing that sort of thing.
Yeah,
And it was one of those things. It took me a long time to realize it don't matter how far you live away from the sea. It's just how much determination you got to do, like to do it.
yeah. I would have to drive about 17 hours to get to an ocean.
Okay, that makes it.
To get to the ocean.
Yeah, okay.
To get to the East Coast, Jersey, it would take me 17 hours. Going the other direction, going through the Southwest, it would take me 32 hours or something like that to get to California.
That's crazy. See, that makes me feel bad. I've probably got maybe an hour's drive.
You need to be there every day, dude.
Yeah.
It's an hour.
Oh, man.
Come on. People sit in traffic longer than that.
Yeah. True that. But this is one of those bugs that this is why it's got to now. I had this like vision of it only ever been in Hawaii, warm water. And then, in all fairness, if it weren't for Ben and seeing him surfing off the New Jersey coast, and he just changed my perception on what surfing was about.
Right.
Instead of it having to be big and it having to be warm and board shorts and all this nicety, you can be in a 5 mil hooded suit with gloves and still just enjoy what you're doing, So
no.
I have to give credit where credit is due. And in all fairness, I don't think. Well, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing if it weren't for his inspirations,
Right. I'm the same way. I probably told you about how I did it. Do you have any idea how I sent him corn?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you probably remember that. That was
well,
me.
You see, I think if the first times I ever got sort of even made aware of you before being in like the comments was I think I see you on the vlog.
Yeah.
And then I think I then come onto your channel and started watching your channel, and then que sera, the rest is history, dude.
Yeah, we were doing stuff on. I think it was the year before the COVID. We were on. We had a what was it? What is that?
What, Snapchat?
Snapchat.
Yeah, I was losing my marbles back then, so anything was good to just have some fun, But anything to sort of pass the time, especially through lockdown, was just insane.
Oh, that was hard. You guys had more lockdown than we did. Our governor, the governor of the state is relatively. We were the first state open for business.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. Have you had your vaccinations?
All right. Are we going to get political on this one or what?
No, we're not. I'm not going to. No.
I haven't. Yeah. They've been offered, and a lot of people, I've worked all the way through lockdown, and from my point of view, it was one of those, like, I'll be honest, I was told all of my life, don't do drugs through peer pressure. And this time I chose to stick to that. So,
Don't get it. It's do everything you can not to get it.
Well, the way that I see it is you can always take it, but you can't untake it.
That's true. That's so true. I'm up for my third booster. I got the health issues and that require it. And so as my doctor told me, he says, get in here, get one. He had COVID about the same time we did, or very early, because they had people coming into his doctor's office, his practice, with COVID and coughing all over it before they even knew anything. So he got it. He was supposed to go to Italy. I asked him when it was in China, and he just started to see that I had been in there on an appointment, and he said, we were talking. He was going to go to Italy. If you remember, Italy was just bang,
crazy
sickness and death, almost worse than China. We're bad. Dude, 5 million people have died of this thing.
Yeah.
5 million.
It's insane.
Coffee before claims. Keep the dream
Too
alive.
right.
I love Andrew.
But this is I tell you one thing about this whole pandemic, and that is it's just I never ever thought I would live to see anything like this.
No, me either. That's
It's
stuff
crazy.
that happened in the past. That's
Yeah.
all. Yeah.
Or you see it in the movies, but
Yeah.
never did I think we'd be part of it. You know?
Contagion.
Yeah, it's crazy. But hey, man, it's good to see you guys are well though, and I love to see that you're back doing what you do best, Rick. This is awesome, man. I've missed you not being on YouTube, man.
Huh?
I've missed you not being on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, thanks so much.
Because it's nice to see people. One, I love the way that your format is done. It feels so real and so authentic and genuine. And if there's one thing to be said about YouTube is there's so much that just isn't real anymore.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is good, man. This is what it should be about.
This is people talking to people, and people in the chat. We all have a connection through Ben.
Yeah.
Here, Andrew is spouting off to live for the dream. Woo, the dream. If it wasn't for Gravy, I would never have the dream. And
Yeah,
I'm in this documentary that's coming out soon.
Okay.
I went to Nebraska, which is the state over.
Yeah. Okay. Was that for the 50 states?
We surfed a wave pool.
Yeah. Okay.
He rented out a whole park, and we surfed a wave pool. And
Dude, let me stop you right there. So you're just quite happily. Did you actually get to surf with the man, the legend, the god?
Totally.
Oh!
Totally. We were in the same water. I was holding some of the stuff, but they asked me about. I can't remember exactly what they asked me, but the dream was the dream. It started with I was, before I met Brooke, I was going to do the full van life thing.
Yeah.
I was going to go get a van and drive out to California and live with this hordes of people who live in vans in California, and because they can't afford a house or a place to live. But yeah, I was going to go do that, and then I met Brooke, and it all changed. I'm still in Iowa, which is a good thing.
Dude, so in like going back, just to cut in, man. Like I'm just too excitable doing this. I swear. Like 2016. Long story short, I was gonna just sell up everything, return ticket to Hawaii, never get back on the plane, and just see how long I could live there without being deported.
Yeah.
And then I met Andrea. And then
Isn't that weird?
I think maybe the universe was telling us something, Rick.
Exactly. We're supposed to be where we are.
So.
And I used to talk to Kurt. Kurt is the guy I want to get on here too.
Yeah. I haven't caught up with him too much lately, but that guy's a legend, man.
Yeah, he's really cool. I started out, I told him, we're both from Southern California. We surfed the same beaches and all that stuff. So likely I had been in the water with him at some point.
Yeah, okay.
But he asked me where I surfed when I was there. And I told him, and I said, first thing out of my mouth was Lanada. And with Lanada is it's a heavily localized. And he got harassed by the locals. They told him not to look at the wave, get the hell out of there, I'm going to kill you. You name it. He went through all that. And so when I told him Lanada, he went from, this guy's cool, to this guy's one of those guys who wore the white man beaters, the A-frame t-shirts, and pound him. And he wrote Ben, he wrote me. I mean, he went crazy on it, and it was just all a big misunderstanding. He's probably a few years older than me. I think it's like 50 something, but and I'm 49. So to him, I instantly turned into that 35-year-old man who's guarding his localized wave.
Yeah, you were a local, man.
Yeah, and it turned right on him. So we had
dude,
because I love Kurt, man. I love what he does on Instagram.
I've missed his. That guy inspired me last. Oh man, the COVID year is messing me up. I don't know if it was last year because he started off the year skating every day.
Yeah.
It was last year. And he inspired. If that guy was doing that, I was like, right, I've got to get the skateboard out every day and just go and make sure that I do like a minimum of 15 minutes, just a little cruise around the block.
Yeah.
And then obviously he went and bust himself up, man, which weren't good. But I had to carry the torch and just try to just skate on through 2020. You know.
That's good. That's good.
But
I had a kind of a mid-length longboard.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
up until pretty much recently, I haven't been able to skateboard because of my knee pain was still pretty bad. So now it's fixed somewhat, and I get out there and do my thing. It's like starting from scratch. Have you ever heard of Braille skateboarding?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Good channel.
Uh-huh.
They're a good channel.
They're a really good channel, man. They have a whole board line, the whole deal.
Yeah.
And I got a board from them because I like the attitude that they had.
Real
positive. You know, that the whole skate and die thing, that's got to go. Skate or die, dude.
It's like that 80s vibe that's still living, well, earlier than the 80s vibe that's still living on. I don't know, man. I'm kind of a sucker for that attitude of like you've just got to commit.
Oh, committing. I'm all for that.
That's that kind of message, which I think if you read too much into it, maybe I don't know, man. Like my skating culture, I'm not a heavy skate culture kid, you know.
No, I went through it. Growing up in Southern California was crazy because everybody who was famous lived there, including like skateboarders and stuff. The Wan Song, all these guys who skated the same places that I was sessioning all the time. So it was it was kind of crazy. But I feel very lucky to have grown up in that situation. But yeah, I'm glad.
See, I think I need to be interviewing you. Like, I need to interview you, Rick, because you got some stories to tell, my friend.
I do, and we can do that next time. There will be a next time, dude.
Yeah, too right.
I've enjoyed this conversation too much to not do this again.
Yeah. Now this is cool.
Sammy J, what a lady. Yes,
legend. And then, the whole crew there is just. I think they're quite an inspiration to a lot of people, and I don't know if they even will ever fathom just how much of an inspiration that whole little like collective has been to so many people.
Right. I've seen people during. I haven't seen Will in a while. Do you talk to Will?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He's up there. He's a legend. So check it out. If you check out my Instagram story.
Yeah.
He tagged me up in some competition and we won.
You did?
Yeah.
What'd you win?
So a load of inks and paper, graph paper and pens and stuff.
So you guys won. Awesome. You can't beat that.
Yeah, I it's the second competition I've won on Instagram ever, so I'm happy with that one.
I didn't win anything. But then they don't enter either.
We're gonna have to start. I'm gonna have to start tagging you up in Instagram wins.
Oh yeah, I won. I won during. Oh well, gosh, it's been so long ago. I entered. He had him and Jordan for Halloween carved pineapples.
Yeah, this is really crazy. You saying this? I only watched that. That's the one where he does the pop up. He does a pop up tutorial.
Right.
I only watched that video like 2 days ago.
Really?
And they carved the pumpkins and the pineapples and took them out front.
Well, he had a pineapple carving contest. And this guy won it.
Legend.
$15 worth of Starbucks.
Done.
So yeah, not much for you. But I think the pound is worth more than $1.
It is in a minute, but not by much.
No.
Not by much. Hey, what money's worth anything if you're having fun, eh?
That's true. That's so true.
And I'd like to just.
I still have the card on my phone. It's not in your wallet on your. Are you an iPhone user or are you an Android user?
I'm an Android user, my friend.
Yeah, I figured. you were all right. I'm gonna have to
in the
I'll sit
I'm just
back a
playing
little
around
bit.
here. This is fun. There we go. That's better.
Yeah, look at this. Live. This is like UK to the US. Like this. Technology's crazy these days.
It
Rick.
is at 4 o'clock and almost 3:30 in the morning. There.
Yeah, 3:25.
Crazy. Do you need to go to sleep?
Nah, man. I just need more coffee. I might have to just bow out and
That's
make
so
some more
true.
coffee. I'll
We've
just
been-
be over there. One thing that I need to say to you, actually, because I've been meaning to say this to you. The other day you done a live and you were just saying about how you and Brooke, you've come to the conclusion about the kids, you've got your pets, and you've got your bucket list. Dude, saying things like that is a really empowering thing. And I take my hat off to you to be that open on the internet and say what you say. And seriously, I can't put it into words. So without going into some deep one, I said to myself a long time ago, I weren't going to have children in this life. Mm-hmm. But what you rightly said in that video, and if anybody's watching now and they haven't seen that live, they need to go and check that live out, because there's some things you say in that yet again, you're wearing your heart on your sleeve, Rick. You're telling it how it is, but you're also giving that real positive vibe with it, saying like, you guys have got this bucket list and you're living in the moment and you're loving life. And that was like, seriously, I was sat here watching that and I was just like, man, I was disappointed that I couldn't get in on the live just to say like, all power to you guys, man. Seriously.
That's heavy.
And I'm going to get some t-shirts out to you again as well, man, because I messed up the last time. I didn't send out big enough sizes, because the sizes that I got were like, they were like real small.
Large.
People. Well, yeah, this is the problem. All of the t-shirt sizes that I got, I was hoping they were going to like be American sizes. I don't like fitted stuff, and they were even tight on me.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, oh man. So I need to go like, even I'm wearing a large in these sizes, and that, but like, I'm the skinniest guy. I'm like a chicken. So I'm gonna have to get some t-shirts out to you guys with the new design, with the logo and the wave on the back.
I have a merchandise done for this show for Coffee Talk with Rick, and I have not yet attached it to my account. I was waiting to do it, and I'm not gonna wait any longer. So the Corn Life Network.
Are we getting Corn Life Network mugs
across the chest? And then there's a logo in the back that says it's Coffee Talk with Rick, and I think it's on Teespring. Nice. I have to do that. That was a long time ago. I
want coffee mugs as well.
Coffee mugs. Okay, we can work that out.
We need a coffee mug with like Coffee Talks with Rick.
Okay, that's actually a really cool idea,
dude. And I'll give you need the little corn like in the bottom of the mug.
That's not a bad idea.
So when you drink, you just finish. You know that it's Corn Life, and it just put the thought in your head. You'd be like, yeah, okay.
We're growing our social influence by doing TikTok, and Brooke has mainly taken that over, and she's running that like a queen. I knew nothing about it, and we just started shooting videos, and it's a lot of fun. They're 3 minutes long. We like our.
Yeah, I take my hat off to you guys for doing TikTok.
It's fun.
I don't, like I do my little bit of social media, but it's just technology scares me, Rick. For a guy that walks around with a camera in his hand all day, technology just freaks me out.
I did that. My first videos on my channel were vlogs.
Yeah.
First ones I've done those, and I just fell in love with live broadcasting. It's I don't know. I edit pretty quick and pretty quick. I use iMovie. It's nothing, extravagant, but I can edit a 50-minute video in probably like 20, 25 minutes. And
Yeah,
so I
okay.
was doing this stuff, and they're all right, but I didn't think I was doing my best report. And you couldn't tell from I was doing more of this kind of video anyway. My biggest performing video right now is a book review.
Okay.
For the Flavor Bible. It's a book for chefs, and I get about 200 views between that and what's the other one? Oh, Tuck and Sammy, and then Ben, and there's one more that gets some good views. The Box. I play the Cajon. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but
I'm gonna have to check this one out. I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
go and review that one.
yeah, please. I'm pretty good. I've been a percussionist most of my life. And,
Okay.
You know, it's a box that has a snare sound. Play on the front, a thin front.
I think I might know what you're on about here. I think I might have even seen that video. Just going way back. Did Frank Chase use one of those while he was playing along with Ben Gravy?
Yes.
In 40 ounce.
Yep.
When they were touring, when they were down in Florida, it sits on your lap. You got like a snare and a bass to it, kind of vibe.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. This is really weird that you mentioned that because I was only looking at trying to find one of those maybe a couple of weeks ago.
They're I got two of them. I got one that's a flat top. It's flat on the top. And that's snare sound on both sides, a bass on the end, and then a mid-tone, like something kind of like a
conga. Yeah.
And then I have one. You could probably get Sela Cajons there in the UK. They're good. They're good.
Yeah,
I had a hard time getting them here. I had to like bribe someone to send me one. I've had that since before. I've been playing that for I don't know. The percussion thing. I was a rudimental percussionist. I did drum and bugle corps in the late 1980s or 90s, and I got marching snares and stuff. What can you do with a marching snare in real life? You can make
I know what you're saying.
videos.
But I will say though, a lot. I don't want to sound like I'm getting old or anything, but it seems like every track these days that's sort of a dance orientated beat just has that marching
drum line.
You listen,
percussion, yeah,
it's those rips.
Yep.
So we need to get together.
Well, this is great. We are almost at an hour. I have a pretty steadfast rule that I usually end my videos at an hour.
Yeah, okay. I can't believe we've been talking for 58 minutes.
Well, I can because we always go back and forth, but we never actually talk, which we can do this again.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely do this. You can interview me.
So I've taken off my video because otherwise I was getting echo in the headphones.
Right.
How many viewers you got, Rick? How many people are viewing right now?
2.
Right. Okay. So yeah, guys, I'm sure if they're in the comments and they can leave comments, who's waiting to see some pie crusts and some pies in this? Because I'm sorry, I know it's like 3:30 in the morning, but I've been waiting to see some pies. Brooke, what's going on back there?
Brooke, what is going on back here? She's cutting apples. Here, I'll put the. You got a second? Yeah.
We need to see. It's all going on back there. See, they always say behind the scenes is where it happens.
That's the apples for two salted caramel crusted pretzel crusted pie.
I hope you're sending a doggy bag my way after this show, yeah?
We're actually it's for an order. A guy basically gave us a week's notice and he wanted 5 pies from us. I'm
sure he won't miss one if you send one my way.
we'll work that out. We'll work
Yeah,
that out.
I don't know
Somehow
what the
we'll
life.
Somehow we'll ship you a pie.
I think I just need to get over to you guys, man.
There you go.
Yes, come
Just come
on over. I have an extra bedroom or a couch. That's pretty comfortable.
We need these COVID restrictions and rubbish to get out of the way so I can get out of this country and get over to you guys.
Yeah.
I'll come and cause some havoc in the US. It'd be amazing.
The havoc of the United States.
Can you imagine? The Grom does the US.
Yeah. I'm gonna see the ocean in probably December or January. Probably January, and we're going to Texas.
Okay.
Kind of hoping that there's surf there. Sometimes they get storms in the winter in the Gulf of Mexico that aren't hurricanes and blow up some surf. So I'm gonna take a bodyboard or a hand plane thing.
Yeah, just go and have some fun.
Yeah,
go and
exactly.
Have some fun.
Exactly. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's what this is about. It's not. Yeah.
Yeah, I've given up my dreams of becoming like a world professional surfer. Bearing in mind I started at like 30 something, so I don't think I'm going to make that cut. But it's all about soul searching, man, and just enjoying yourself.
Yes, I agree. The soul surfing thing is what like what Rob Machado did.
Just
you know who Rob Machado is?
No, I don't. I don't want to seem like I'm poor of knowledge.
You're cool. You're cool. You don't have that's just how genuine you are. You're not gonna.
I ain't gonna claim to know this guy. Machado. He's probably like really famous, or I might even be confused and just not put two and two together.
I'll put something up.
Because again, my surfing knowledge.
Hold on. There we are.
All right, let me have a little look. I'm gonna go off on a side tangent. Let's Google this guy.
He got basically screwed off the world tour.
Okay.
People voting him, and he became a soul surfer. He's got long dreads. He's a traveling surfer. He surfs twin fins all the time.
Yeah. Okay. He looks familiar, and I think. Yeah, again, I'm not really down. I watched a little bit of the like the World Surfing League.
Yeah.
But when it goes to sport, like I'm just a kook, man. I don't follow for an English guy to not follow football or like soccer or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. I don't watch any of that stuff. I don't watch Formula One. I don't watch World Superbikes. I don't follow any sport. I'm always the kind of person I'd rather be doing it than watching it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm the same way there.
You know,
I have a hard time watching surfing, like surfing videos and stuff like that, just because I'm not doing it. Yeah. I should be in that water, right?
Yeah. Too right. It kind of breaks your heart a little bit as well because I just look at these people and I think, oh man, I need to go and put some practice in. You know.
Well, we're working on pies, but as I'm going to give up the ghost and help my wife.
Duty calls, my friend. Duty calls.
If you ever want to come on, let me know. I'll have you on.
Always, man.
Always.
Rick.
Next time you interview me.
Okay.
All right.
Look, this is how sad I am because I write notes over everything. Look, at the minute I'm looking into meteorology or whatever it is, and like synoptic charts because yeah, look.
Wow.
Trying to learn stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And so I'll make sure I make some notes to ask you some questions next time.
Awesome. Okay.
Dude,
all right, bro.
You and Brooke take care, and we'll speak soon.
We will. You guys have a good night, guys.
Take it easy.
You too.